And Chalon already looking to get some momentum in this competition. Tenerife, as you would expect, already mounting a strong defense of their becoming the first ever Basketball Champions League champions last year. Here's the regular season Group B schedule. The only game remaining is this matchup as Chalon will take on Iberostar Tenerife. Ventspils had the real trial at home, getting beat heavily. Ludwigsburg keep the momentum going, and Klaipeda, who are really knocking down shots for fun, all got the wins. And now we come to the defending champions looking to join the other two teams with a 4-1 record at the top of this group. Here is the group standings. Tenerife will go to a 5-1 record if they get the win. Ventspils with the 3-3 record are, if you want, the watershed team in this group, as the group already looks like it's splitting into half as the top three start to get away a little bit, which would leave one remaining place for qualification for the top 16. What a great season it was for Tenerife last year, hosting and then winning the championship to become the first ever Basketball Champions League champions. Here's their roster for this season. Podica has had a huge start in the ACB in Spain for Coach Markovic, who has his first ACB head coaching job. There's the returners such as Davin White. Javi Bayram returns from the ACL surgery to give great depth to Tenerife, who's currently sit 10th in the ACB. 4-4 record for them in Spanish league action. For this roster, from Elan Chalon, it's a 1-8 record as they sit as the basement team in Pro A in France. And still a little light on the roster front. Only 10 players dressed for this evening's game, as coach Jean-Denis Cholet tries to find the combination, tries to find the balance in a roster that would like to build on the recent success in European competitions that Chalon has enjoyed. The issue for them in both France and in the Basketball Champions League is that they just can't rebound the basketball. Ranked 27th in rebounding in the Basketball Champions League and struggling to score, so it's not a great combination. Tenerife will be introduced to the home fans inside the Coliseum. 5,000-seater facility. Obviously, you can see not full at the moment, but a nice group of fans already starting to build some atmosphere as Chalon try and get to a 50% record in the regular season. Tenerife had an upset at home, losing to Zaragoza at the weekend. Not something that happens very often on the island, but Davin White, last man out. This competition already gives this team a great feel after the success they enjoyed in the inaugural Basketball Champions League season. So Elan Chalon will be introduced to the home crowd. Adam Smith, who really has to take some responsibility as this game will develop, the 25-year-old point guard, first year with this team. Him and Lance Harris, the 33-year-old veteran, really going to have to get a lot of work done. Jalabal is going to have to do some work on the glass. The small forward, vastly experienced, has had an absolutely top-notch career. Khalid Bukachu also on the inside. It's a battle on the glass. They've just got to hold their own. Otherwise, this Tenerife lineup will just tick it over too often and just take any chance Chalon have of going to 3-3 and join Ventspils in a split for 4th place in this group. That'll get taken away if they cannot go to work on the glass. And are also lost at home in the domestic league at the weekend to Cholet. And the 1-8 record is, well, it's not the end of the world, because that French league being so competitive, you quickly get back into a playoff contention space. So it's a long, long season, but what they don't want to do is get themselves into too deep a hole. This is where it has to stop in this group action. Get to 3-3, put yourself in a place to look to the top 16 spot. This is the last game before the FIBA competition window break. Here's the 3rd team on the floor from Bosnia, Poland and Turkey. Visupovic, Walowski and Yilmaz are the 3rd team on the floor taking charge of this evening's game. So the FIBA World Cup qualifiers will kick off next week. Players will report for national team duty over the weekend. So the Basketball Champions League takes a mid-season break, first one of 2. Here's the starting lineup for Tenerife. Ponica, Tobe, Abramedes, San Miguel and Olicote. The Argentinian Italian will make up the starting lineup. Good experience. Toby on the inside really does give Coach Nenad Markovic a lot of build your team from the inside out strength. Real solid foundation for Tenerife. Starting lineup for Elan Chalon. Get a look at that. Darren Dorsey and Lance Harris. Zuli, and then the inside combination of Usman Kamala and James Farr. It's a traditional 3-out, 2-in set for Chalon. And coach Jean-Denis Choulet, vastly experienced coach. He's having his credentials really tested this season. It's tough when you have such a losing start. You've got to build confidence, you've got to bring some change, bring some energy. Interesting to see as Jean-Denis Choulet goes through his last moments of instructions. They struggled last week to really play with enough energy to beat a very, very good Withersburg lineup. Tenerife had a great ACB season last season and obviously capped off a tremendous year with the Basketball Champions League championship. It's a little bit of transition. New coach in Nenad Markovic. Obviously a great player, played national team for both Yugoslavia and Bosnia in his playing days. He's been involved in Serbian and Bosnian national teams. He spent a number of years in the ACB as a player, now finds himself in the head coach's role with Tenerife. And Tenerife are building a reputation. This is not a great start for them in the ACB, but they sit with only a 1-loss record in the Basketball Champions League, so they're no need to panic, and they've brought back a real core of last year's successful lineup. Well, welcome wherever you're joining us from. Iberostar Tenerife in the dark uniform. Elan Chalon at home here. Get the first look at it. And they'll get into the half court. Interesting. They've really got to be aggressive. You'd love to see them attack it. Love to see them go inside. Look for post-up options, not a turnover. That's not the start they need. And Tenerife come up with the steal. And San Miguel will get them into the half court. Little high pick and roll. Well, the long two fired up. Toby keeps it alive and knocks it to Monica, who hunted it. Monica tries to wrap it, does. Wide open three is good. Ricotti just gets a great look from Monica's pass. Feet set wide open. And Tenerife with the defensive stop. The offensive rebound. And then the open three. Got a whistle on the play. Camara will foul by Toby. 2'13", Mike Toby picks up his first foul. The long two is no good, and not worried Tenerife if they settle for that. Monica will bring it. Great thing about Tenerife, the ball will move. And Ricotti comes off the screen, finds himself in no man's land. Good steal. Let's move to the hoop, and great effort by Ricotti. Gets back, and the whistle on the play. Abramadis is going to be charged with a personal. Great effort as Dorsey goes up. Great effort by Lichotti to get a piece of it. Great follow, great effort as teams far outworked everybody. Got to make them from the line though. Makes the first. .66% from the free throw line in the opening weeks of the Basketball Champions League. Goes 1 for 2. He's always chasing that one before he let go of it. Rodrigo San Miguel into the half court for Tenerife. Great pass, little execution, little fumble. Great effort defensively. Dorsey almost steals it. Ricotti for three, same spot, same number, same result. 6-1 start for Tenerife. He's been out here and he's put his mark on the floor. That's two from the same spot for Lichotti. Far will back out. Feet on the line for two. It's just not a great option. San Miguel will push. Numbers down the floor and they throw it away. And quite right. Mike Toby's going, I'm 7 feet. I'm 2'13". What are you passing around my ankles for? Throw it up there, I'll catch it. Now Chalon just haven't really found any rhythm or any key points they want to emphasize at the offensive end. They've settled for long two after long two. Harris will knock that one down, but turn around, step back, long two is going to get the percentages racing. Abramadis on the inside, jump hook, soft touch, gets the drop. Tenerife kicking into gear. Nice little move, jump hook with the right hand. Lance Harris in the half court. Dorsey. Inside part, Kamara almost travels, he's blocked. Tobe just walked through that one. 4-on-3 numbers, open three, doesn't get the job. Tobe keeps it alive and Tenerife get a fresh 14. Ramadis in the corner for three. It's the side of the backboard. We might enjoy that one. Mazzulli comes down with it and gets it to Dorsey. Little hesitation, Dorsey wide open. Fire in the corner for three. That's better. Feet set, ball touched the keyway with the penetration. So it becomes a shooting drill. And Foul, the lefty, just knocks it down from deep. Tobe can't handle it. Kamara gets a piece, chance to run. Zuli, no one stops him. Far side of the ring as it knocked away by Ricciotti. Crowd don't like it. You can see why, but I don't think there's a foul. That's all ball. It's still all ball. That's the third angle. Far again, outside the 3. We go pick, turns down the pick. Harris, nice pass. And knocks away again. Riccotti's hands are so quick. He has a chance to lead it, gives it up. San Miguel, 3-on-1 break. Toby is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Chalon just have to try to find a way to stay in this game. It's plays like that. Didn't get back quick enough, giving up numbers down the floor. But find a way to compete. Find a way to give themselves a shot at winning the game. Toby goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And Tenerife hit double digits and have the 10-6 lead. Dorsey. Harris stops, fires it up, way long. Almost stuns the crowd into a little silence. Toby thought about the 3, will go and set the screen. San Miguel breaks it down, leads a pass, finds one. Great look, absolute tremendous look. Toby just like followed the dribble, popped to the spot. Ricciotti just gets it, looks and gets it there. Great speed of decision more than anything else. Far, down low. It's into Kamara, tries to back in against Toby. He'll try and hold his space. Just gets bullied. That's strong. Incredibly strong for Usman Kamara. The center just goes to work. Toby on the pick and roll. Tough angle, gets blocked by Far. Chance to run here. Harris turns it over. Should be an easy 2. And is. Bonica with a little reverse dunk. Dorsey into the half court. Takes a little bit of air out the ball on this possession. Zuli moves it on. Far's just going to line it up and knock the 3, but can't get it to drop. San Miguel pushes Morales on a quick closeout. Got his spot, gets closed down this time. Bonica. Still plenty of time. Toby on the inside, and one. Got much better position. Had the mismatch. Great decision. Throw it into the big. If you're strong enough, you're going to score. And there's no way that Lance Harris can deal with that. Harris is going to sit. Nice start by the Spanish club. Tenerife with a 14-8 lead with this 1 to come. Gelabal comes in, and as does Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Mass changes as Khaled Chu will join the action too. Referee's just trying to clarify what was going to be called. Foul's called on Lance Harris. After the delay, Toby completes the 3-point play. He's going to be replaced by Fran Vázquez. What a career. Malaga, Barcelona, first round draft pick back in the day. He's just had a real stellar professional career. Gillet outside the 3-point line. Dorsey tries to turn the corner. Gillet extra pass. Gilabal has to pick it up off his ankles. That doesn't stop him knocking the 3 down though. This pass from Gillet picks it up off his ankles. Just strokes the 3, the veteran. Vasquez. San Miguel moves it on. Abramatis, Vasquez dives. Far side of the ring, comes back to the right hand, he's short. Bukachu comes down with a defensive rebound. There's a reason they're going to step off him. They do not respect his jump shot. Might respect him down here though. Goes to the left baseline, gets blocked by Vasquez. Looks at the official. Not really sure why he looked there. Great play by Vasquez. Perez thinks about the three, moves it on. Van Vasquez will get it to San Miguel. Vasquez dives. Nice find, but he got there slowly. Abramatis in the corner. Well, that's a second three. One for either team where the pass was not exactly out of the coaching manual, should we say. Tenerife with a 20-10 advantage, 2:20 to go in the first. Q for three. That's wide open. Great job on the glass. Tremendous offensive effort. Mazzulli comes down with the offensive rebound. Gets his feet set, goes inside. Nice pass by Bukachu to Gilabal, who's underneath the defense. He makes the two. Nice entrance, the veteran. Three from the outside, takes it to the ring for two. He goes to 5 personal. When they move this quickly and move the ball well, this Tenerife team is a pleasure. Vasquez guarded by Gilabal on the inside. Tries to back in, tries to get deep, thinks about the help, tries to go to the right-hand hook, doesn't get the drop. Rosenfield. Come off the baseline screen, looks inside, Gilabal gets another touch. Nice pass, great little cut on the baseline for 2. Mazzulli with the cut, Gilabal with the pass, easy 2. And Ricciotti just took a nap. Nice look to the inside, outside. Vasquez with a mid-range 2 is no good. Gilabal is like a stat magnet at the moment, comes down with a defensive rebound, has it in transition. HQ down low, tries to create a little space. Vasquez will be charged with a personal. Headline possession. Chalon with the 6-point deficit. And Vasquez picks up his first foul. Gillet will reverse the basketball. Tough in the lane off the glass, doesn't get it to drop. Ball's hunted down, chance to run here. Oh, nice pass, and Ligotti gets the layup off the bounce pass. This Tenerife team, when they just run and play. Absolute joy. Must be a great feeling on this team. If you cut, you're open, you're going to get the ball. Pass the ball, share the ball really well. The three is gone and good. Rosenfield fills it up from deep. Last 10 seconds of this first period. If Chalon get a stop and they trail by 5, they'll be more than happy. Could have been messy. Umpire will receive the foul as Chalon had 1 to give, 6 seconds. On the quarter clock. Ligotti will inbound the basketball. Bukachu picks up foul number 1. 5-second call on the sideline. So instead of just being happy being 5 down, Chalon have the 6 seconds to close it to 3 or even 2. Rosenfield gets it off to Mazzulli, and he is fouled. Ricotti is just not going to be the most popular person in Tenerife at the moment, should we say. Definitely not with that man. Markovic will not have enjoyed that at all. Coach Choulet will have enjoyed it, as Jeremy Mazzulli makes the first chance to make it a three-point game with 1.7 left on the first quarter. This is the second. And he goes 1 for 3. And that almost sums up where this Chalon team is. They hung around though, did a good job to get right back in that at the end of the first. Here's the confirmation at the end of period 1. Tenerife on the road have established the lead. They have the
We can do
22 to 18 advantage. Let's take a listen to Coach Choulet.
We can do better defense, okay? Now, Lance, you get it. We go with
Still, the issue for Chalon in that first period is they have to work so hard and make really good moves to get points. Harris with a step back two, and a defender really challenging the shot. Tenerife move it, the extra pass, the movement away from the ball will just create so many more opportunities for easy points. Tenerife, 8 assists in that first period. That's how to move the basketball. There's the Basketball Champions League ball, the logo, the molten provider. And this competition is just growing in stature. 300 games it's going to take to work out who will be this season's champion. We're only in game day 6. Already we've seen some teams staking a claim to one of the favored teams. Lombard goes down low. Vazquez, nice play, couldn't finish it though. Well, a step back three. And Rosenfield, well, must have liked the matchup, but no one else had a touch offensively throughout the whole of that set. Davin White moves it on. Again, the ball movement is sharp. Open in the corner for 3 is off. Defensive rebound by Gelabale, and he, having exploded off the bench with 5 quick points, has become invisible to his teammates at the moment. Gillet has it. Gelabale has to come, try and create for himself. Looks underneath, lifts. Rosenfield on a quick attack on the closeout. Gillet pulls up for the long 2. Well, at least everybody got touches. They got a move going to the hoop. Tough drive, but they come up empty. As Roscoe Allen tried to force it, the Hungarian. And Gelabale is just giving you a roll back the year's history lesson at the moment. Just gets his feet set, strokes it for 3. Has dragged Chalon back into this game almost single-handedly. That's his 8th point off the bench. Davin White, little hesitation. 3 on the shot clock. Vazquez, mid-range 2 is no good. Ball's hunted down though. Roscoe Allen does a nice job on the glass, keeps it alive, reset. Taking a while to get going though, already down to 5. White will try and turn the corner. This is going to have to go up. Doesn't get it away. Just a little bit too long to get into the set. Devin White will turn it over. In fact, the team will turn it over. Chilabala has to sit. That's a big impact for the former national team star. Harris gets it down low. Uchiku goes baseline. Reverse layup for 2. Nice job. And Chalon, having trailed by double digits, 20-10, have just gone on a 13-2 run to lead it 23-22. Timeout for Tenerife. Chalon building confidence and getting a real foothold in the game.
They receive the ball. This is too easy. Every time they have the ball, they attack on you. Try to fight for position. Bonsoir, 3 side. 3 side. Let's move the ball. Let's move the ball. Look for the good shots. Short roll, extra pass. Be aggressive. Okay. In defense, more pressure. Don't give them to put the ball on the low post too easy. Okay.
Now there's too many Chalon players not in uniform for this club to be getting back to where it wants to be. High levels of Pro A, qualifying for the last 16 at the Basketball Champions League. Got to get people healthy and hope they can pick up wins while they're doing that. Home wins are crucial. White has it. We'll take the high post screen. Goulet with a high screen. Still has a disjointed feel to it, this Chalon set. 6:46 to go in the half, and it's just a 5-0 start to this second quarter, and Tenerife are almost picking up the Chalon nervousness offensively, reaching foul by Mazzulli. Again, Chalon have a little bit of momentum. There is no need for that foul at that point. Tenerife are struggling, keep them struggling. Do not get into foul situations. White tries to space the floor. Gets the ball screen from Toby. He just drops it down to Toby. He gets the 2. And White makes the great decision to restore Tenerife's advantage. Just drops the little overhead pass. Rosenfield outside takes Uchuku's screen, a little floater in the lane, a little bit stuck between shots. Got a whistle. Mara steps back in, as does Farr. Well, they can't get Toby's after it. Great work on the glass. Can't get it. And we've got a whistle called on the play. I think Toby's going to be called for the personal. Great effort by the big man. Can't get it. And then he's just going to get contact right there. Unfortunate foul. Picks up number 2. Far outside, will reverse it. Murray will come for the screen. And I think that struck the 24-second clock above the basket. So the scoreboard's got stuck. It's the only way you can describe it. It's a 5-2 start to this second quarter. Hadi Baylan will move it on. White. Ball doesn't hit the second side very quickly. It's really stuck with dribble. Now it comes. Abramaitis for 3. Just beautiful rhythm. Stroked it. Great find. Didn't have to move. Straight up, straight down. Get back on defense. And Tenerife click back into gear. Kamara wants and gets in the block. Spinning baseline. Got a whistle on it. And Toby's like claiming he was hooked, but let's take a look. Well, better angle here. Well, you can see why Toby is asking for the call. Halfway through this second quarter. Can't get their own. Devon White. And look at the commitment to the point of transition. Right, attacks it. Ball is lost on the way up, but Toby's going to go to the free throw line. That's tremendous fast break basketball. Ball down the floor early. Look to attack it. Do not give the defense a chance to reset. And Vathkos is at the ring, and now it's the free throw line. There's the whistle. Far will look to reverse it, hit that second side early. Dorsey restored to the lineup, 4:20 to go in the half, moves it on. So a little bounce pass. Like he was bounce pass to the referee on the baseline, the Zulu. San Miguel gets Tenerife into the half court. White is the entry. Bayran always adds to his ability to shoot the ball with the rebounding numbers. Just a complete lineup. Again, ball movement is just top draw. White turns down the ball screen, takes the tough one. And the ball will belong to Chalon. Chalon had the nice start, the 5-0 start at the beginning. Of this period, but have been pointless for pretty much 4.5 minutes. timeout on the floor. And it's all a little bit hard. They don't make life easy for themselves by moving the basketball. Let's take a listen to coach.
Hey, defense gotta be better game. Deny, everybody, and box up. Hey, we play full flash, here, pass it here, okay? Pick here, screen for the one, and we can play 1-5, okay? We play full flash, we play chest, and we play head, okay? Let's go.
Si no, subida, intercambiamos balón de lado y jugamos bloqueo directo rápido para mover el balón, ¿vale? Let's go, vamos.
Starting young in Chalon. Not sure if she's with the dancers or with the team. Definitely copying the dancers at the moment. Having a great time. It's so good to see the mixture of families and fans in this Chalon arena. Into the half court. Just over 3 to go in the half. Nice pass. Nazuli little ball fake and almost faked himself out of it. Great entry, great pass, and then just blew the layup. San Miguel in transition is fouled. And again, that's Nazuli with the miss. This team has got to stay with some positivity. Silval comes back into the game. San Miguel tries to use the screen, got a whistle on the play. Dorsey's charged with the personal, he's not convinced. Definitely a hold on the roll. And Vasquez can't get the first to drop. Next second, ticks it over for Tenerife. Is it going, is it going, is it going? Nope. Dorsey, nice hesitation, just lays it in with that extended right arm. Pretty play. Ricciotti looks down low. Elan in the mix for the national team next week. And he steps out of bounds, frustrated. Never gave themselves enough space to play. Zilabao. Dorsey finds a little space, stops and pops the two, is long. And this is where they're so dangerous. Everybody gets out and runs. Trout and Vasquez will hit the second side. Ricciotti. Elan attacks the middle. Vasquez thinks about it. The ball just doesn't stick. And Ricciotti finally finds his way to the ring. It's all about moving and sharing the ball. Great, great transition for Tenerife. 10 points personal for Ricciotti. Far with the mid-range two is no good. Chance again for Tenerife to run. Lots of transition opportunities for the Spanish club. Early touch in the post. And Vasquez. Second step. Oh, he blew the reverse layup. Catches the equipment. And you've still got to think that Chalon have not been as good as you'd expect Chalon to be. Yet they still only trail by 6. Tenerife have been very good in transition. So this Chalon team, as we in the last minute of the first half, they can just finish no worse than 6. They'll believe they're right in this. Soft whistle. Vasquez picks up second person, just over 1:24 possession to go. With a 14-second reset in progress. Well, they take the long three, is off, offensive rebound. Surely they're going to recycle. No, they're not. Kamara turns it over. There's one thing this Tenerife team will do. Bayran thinks, fires, doesn't get the drop. Gilabal has it. Dawson's going to have to put it up. Takes it from the sideline. Oh, misses the prayer by a whisker. And we've reached half-time. And we can say whatever we like about this Chalon lineup. As they go to the locker room, they're in this. They trail 8. It could have been a lot worse. Offensively, they are struggling to get any sort of confidence going. Toughing it out with their defense, keeping Tenerife down to 44% from the 2. Rebound numbers, Tenerife, not surprisingly, because of the number of missed shots that Chalon have been putting up, lead the rebound battle. Both teams taking good care of the basketball. This isn't hard to call. This is not a hard task for Chalon. They've been asked questions that they have the answers to. But there are times when they just don't want to be relentless. They don't want to run the same play. They don't want to be absolutely relentless at the defensive end. They'll force a couple of misses, couple of turnovers, and then they'll just relax a little bit. Tenerife get an open look, and they've got so much quality that they'll be knocking down shots. Gilabal was very, very good for the home team. And has really given his team a real foothold in the game. They trailed it 25-33. We'll be back and we'll leave you with some highlights of that first half, and we'll be back shortly with action from the third quarter. We'll see you soon. Well, welcome back to Chalon. Both teams back out on the floor. And you'd have loved to have been in that Chalon locker room, because someone on this roster, someone on this lineup has to step up, has to just play with more energy, has to try and ignite this team. I think it'll only take one half of real quality to just build their confidence and get them back to where they normally are, a very, very competitive team. They're winning is a habit, so unfortunately is losing. And that's where Chalon are at the moment in the French league. Almost struggling to get any belief going. So someone on that Chalon team needs to play with the energy, make a statement, give something up for the team. That is not a problem that Tenerife have. Looks like that the 23-year-old Mamadou Niang, the Senegalese center, is going to get some minutes here for Tenerife. They only lead by 8, but it feels like a big 8-point margin. And they feel like they have control. They feel like they're controlling the tempo, getting shot they want, and Chalon are just not asking enough questions. And you would, at some point, someone's got to stand up. At some point, this season's got to kick-start for Chalon. The fans that are in the gym tonight hope that this is the game that there has to go get a rebound. Gilabao really did try to ignite them in that first half, went 100% from the floor. 1 from 1 from 3, 2 from 2 from the 2-point range, chipped in with 3 rebounds for his 7 points. No one else has really got hold of this performance. Well, the start of quarter 3. Chalon will have the first look at it at the offensive end. It'll tell you a lot about their frame of mind in terms of what they run, where they go with the basketball. Trying to get screens going to the basket, then they come off and they go inside. Chu has it, go on baseline, great start, gets blocked though. What an introduction for Niang. First moments on the floor, gets a block. Decent look though by Chalon. They've just got to believe a little bit more. Ponica draws a bit of contact, should we say. Turns the corner, goes up strong, and Chile just clatters into him as much as anything else. There's the block by Niang. He is long. Listed at 2 meters 9. 3rd year with the program. Still only 23 years old. Ponica on the free throw line. Chance to make this a double-digit lead. That will not happen. Makes the second. Tenerife, little zone trap. A little soft though, just take some time out of the offense. Dorsey will Gilabao the basketball. Chile will pick and pop. It's the second slide nicely, and then just gets stuck. Gilabao gets it on the inside. Well, there's his first miss of the night. Ball will belong to Tenerife. San Miguel will Tenerife into the half court. Nice timing on the pass. Abramadis will step back out. Gile is going to be charged with a reach. Again, it's that one of those discipline things. There are times to go after it, and there are times just to contain it. Nice pass. Poor shot, though. There was a lot of traffic, a lot of help. Chance in the run. Just find the open man. 5-on-4 break. Who could choose the open man? There's a reason for that. But he cans it from the three-point line. What a reaction from Bukachu. He's been left wide open all night from the three-point line. That one, he just filled it up. 6-point margin. Abramatis will swing it. San Miguel hesitates, gets the ball screen. Oh! Ponica with a highlight on the baseline. Just pushes the elevator button and go to the top floor. Tough move by Ponica. His reputation just grows. Dorsey outside, wants a bit of space to play, looks to penetrate and kick. Uchiku. There's a whistle on the play. And Rodrigo San Miguel gets called holding. May have been the worst thing that happens to Elan Chalon that Bukachu makes that first three of the second half. That's not where he's paid to earn his living. Dorsey will get the ball screen. Bukachu's got to dive. Gile lifts, nice look, can't control the pass. Chance to run here. 5-on-3 break. Numbers, just find the open man. 3 in transition is good. And it's like a wave of black shirts. All 5 in transition. The hot hand tonight belongs to Nicholas Lickard. Luchati, he knocks down the 3. And the answer attempt by Lance Harris is short. And more points in transitions, and Ponica has exploded at the start of this third quarter. Tenerife open it out to 11. Lead pass for Ponica for 2.
Side, 1 side, 2 side, 4 side, and we play 4 flash. Hey, can we score a bucket, man? Can we score a basket, man? It's in defense, man. Transition.
And Manus Ponica leads all scorers for Tenerife in the ACB this season, 13.5 points a game. And his reputation grows and grows and grows. .22 points in the loss at the weekend in the ACB. And Ponica has exploded to really contribute to the 13-point margin at the start of 3. Dorsey in the half court will find Gile. Just a lot of exchange and no real execution here for Chalon. Gile out top. Again, they haven't at all turned the defense, and Gilibal is stepping on the sideline. Abramatis will hand it off. Shoddy's, I don't know why it's not a backcourt. Maybe the official did think that it was not by Chalon. Great work by Niang. He is literally, he's only listed as 209, but his arm's so long. Great rotation. Rizal doesn't get it, but Abramatis just outworks everybody. He gets the 2, and Tenerife open it out to a 15-point margin. It's time to stop the bleeding for Elan Chalon. Dorsey trying to turn the corner, nowhere to go. Gile, extra pass to Gilibal, looking inside. Buchiku, no touch. Gile attacks it, far side of the ring. Buchiku hangs around and tries to energize his teammates and tries to get this crowd on their side. Throws it down with as much attitude as he can muster. San Miguel and Ricciardi will combine. Ricciardi tries to separate a little bit. San Miguel, quick release on the three is good. Super composed. Quick release. And it's a 16-point game. Gilabao, a little hesitation off the glass for two. Roll back that year. Niang will hand off. Ricciardi combines with Abramatis on the perimeter. Bonica once. Lines up the long three, is short. Chiku comes down with a defensive rebound, and Dorsey will look. No one stops him, but he backs it out. And there he'll go again. Nice pass. Gilabao for 2 and 1. Much better. Transition basketball for Chalon. No one stopped the ball, so they kept playing in transition. Gilabao moves intelligently. Dorsey makes the pass. Chance for the and one play. Harris will sit, as does San Miguel for Tenerife. Got a whistle. A little holding foul as Farr tried to stay with Abramatis. Niang releases the pressure and moves it on. Jody, far side of the ring. Extra pass. Lampard is good for 3. Well, it's a little trademark from the ACB, should we say. The penetration, the kick, the extra pass. As the defense is dragged down, you've still got to knock it down, you've still got to move intelligently, and Tenerife do both things incredibly well. Dorsey with a good lift by Farr. Gilabao just about hangs on, attacks far side of the ring, needs a pass, finds one. The corner three is no good. Farr putback is no good either. And they finally get it as Buchiku, who's really been the most consistent performer, just keeps outworking his opponent, gets the putback. Still a 12-point game. Bonica needs a pass, finds one. Abramatis will want Lampard to come back. Niang will dive. Great find. Tough challenge though. Great work. Izuli got a piece. Uchiku challenged it. It's plays like that that can ignite you. Dorsey wraps it. Uchiku for the 3. Wow. His second 3 of the half. Points for the big man. Niang will hand it off. Lampard gets to the middle. Ramadis with a 3, leaning back is good. Tough play. Super, super cool. Chance to run here. No one's going to stop that. Oh, and Buchiku almost gets a piece. But Abramatis will get the 2. And just when you thought Chalon were on the way back, Tenerife's defense again comes through. Another turnover. Lampard looks long, gives it up. An easy 2 on the break for Ricciardi. And all the momentum has just dissipated. Dorsey. Uchiku dives on the inside, goes with the left hand, doesn't get the drop. And umpire calls it and calms it all down. Abromaitis outside, attacks it, left hand, goes inside, and one. Farr just got scored at the defensive end. Not in stance, gets turned. And Abromaitis, great left hand finish, chance to make it a 19-point game. That's a 10-0 run if he makes this for Tenerife. They get challenged, it's a 49-40 margin. 10-0, they're out of sight almost again. Well, Abromaitis can't complete the and one play. Rosenfield. Got to do it all again. Possession by possession. Last minute of the third. Rosenfield turns down the screen. Now he uses it, gets inside. Camera. Goes with the right hand. I think he traveled. Yes, he did. The long three is way off by White. Chance here for Nzuli to run. He's got to finish this though. Quick hands. Gavin White just knocked it away. Nzuli wants to foul, but well, there is a foul. Not really, can't really understand why this one's not called. And to really rub salt into the wound. Turnover on the sideline. Clearly missed the foul in slow-mo. And when it rains, it pours here in Chalon. Fran Vazquez will move it on. An aerial dive. Ron Paul, got to put it up. Just gets it away. Oh, it's short. Look, for all the world, he was going to get the drop on it. 58-40 at the end of three. Well, they dragged it back to a 49-40 margin. They haven't scored for the last 3 minutes. Tenerife just gone on a 9-0 run to get back out there to an 18-point margin. Good numbers by Tenerife, 54 and 42%. Chalon just under par when it comes, over par when it comes to the 29% from the three-point line.
On a James, on a Ous. On attaque. On attaque. On joue un side, un down. Okay. On joue 5 side, okay, and 3 turn. Okay, 1 side, 1 down, 5 side, 3 turn. Hey. Il faut limiter le score. We gotta get close, man. We gotta get close.
Ça s'appelle la récompense pour ceux qui font le plus de bruit. Retour des joueurs sur le parquet de Colisée. Est-ce que vous êtes toujours là, supporters chalonnais?
Start of the fourth quarter then here in Chalon. Tenerife defending Basketball Champions League champions have a 58-40 lead. And this is going to take, there's plenty of time, but it's going to take an almighty effort by the home team. Vasquez to the corner, Lompard with his feet set, can't get it to drop. Rosenfeld gets it back to Farr, who moves it on. Oh, it's great hands. Funny kid came up with it. Vasquez wants a touch, not going to get one. Steps out of bounds. Bosco Allen. Kamara outside, we'll move it on. Mazzulli tried to curl, no real space to curl. Zulabal, who's really showing you what a class act he is, just curls off the screen, generates contact. It's another positive stat for a foul drawn. Great angle. Kamara has a touch. Far, feet set, fires it up. Is short. Ball's knocked away. The ball will belong to Chalon. Got a whistle. Lompard's going to be charged with the personal. Mazzulli puts it on the floor, dumps it inside, gets it back. It's just Messi, gets it away though. Fans will take him any way they can get him. Mazzulli in traffic, finds the backboard, gets the two. That's the first 2 points in a long time for Chalon. Vasquez is fouled as Gelabal is late on the help. Rosenfeld into the half court. Really have to start chipping away here. Rosenfeld needs a pass to the bow, lines it up, great little fake, stops, pops, doesn't get the drop. And Tenerife will settle into the half court. White comes off the high screen. Vasquez for the long two is good. Little pick and pop action for Fran Vasquez. Mazzulli tries to attack the middle. In the lane, gets challenged. They get it back to Farr for three, drops it. Is this the beginning of the comeback? 7 to go. And they get it back to a 16-point margin. Pedro Lompard needs a pass, goes to a little lead pass, turnover, get a score, get a stop, that's all it's about. Rosenfeld gets a little space. Kamara will set the ball screen, they isolate it. Silabao attacks it, gets to the middle, goes in traffic. Mazzulli gets it away and doesn't get it to drop. Great work on the glass by Far. Gets it back to Gilabao. Lines up the three. It's short. Kamara's on the glass. Much better effort by Chalon. Great effort, but there's a 3-on-0. And Ponica gets the 2. And as I said earlier on, when it rains, it pours, because great effort by Rosenfeld, but all he does is almost succeeding giving the easy points to Tenerife. Mazzulli is off with a 3, got a whistle. Nice cut, open 3. Can't get it to drop. And Roscoe Allen just not getting the rub of the green. Picks up yet another personal. Step back for the 2 is good, and 1. Rosenfeld, who really does know how to score. Press a little space, feels a little contact, knocks the 2 down, will pick himself up as Lampard walks into his space. Chance to make this back to a 15-point game, which he does. Oh, nice pass, nice take. You get a travel on it though. Toby restored to the lineup. Nice cut. Comes down with it. That'll be a travel. It just needs to get a stop, a score, a stop. Eat into this margin, get it to 10, get it to there quickly, and who knows? Far dances to a fadeaway jump shot. Lampard turning the corner. Needs a pass. Great work, great effort. Chance to run here for Chalon. Needs people ahead of the ball. Far with his feet on the line, just knocks the 2 down. 13-point game. Great effort. That's what it needs. You know, that if it needs Bastien Pinot to dive on the floor, to generate some intensity, that's what it's got to be. Tenerife take the time out. They do not want this to get any messier.
Choice, then to be aggressive. They push us very far from the basket. We need to bring the ball on 3 points, level, and work to receive first of all. Okay, David, Javi, Pedro, hay que atacar desde aquí, no desde aquí. ¿Vale? Estamos jugando con demasiado. We play with too many dribbles, especially in this area. Watching for this pass. We attack. If they collapse, look for the shooter. Okay.
Well, those three-point numbers tell you half of the story, why there's a problem. There's our apprentice cheerleader from earlier in the game. She knows all the routines. Just needs the team to know all the routines. So Chalon extend the defense after the timeout. And Rosenfield just got to stay in stance, try and contain it and make them work for it. There is no shortcut to recovering from a 13-point margin. That's going to be a foul every day of the week in every league in the world. Baylan gets it back, has a look at his options. White, got to put it up. Takes the tough one, is no good. That's a board by Toby in traffic. Gilabao gets a piece and ties it up. Still time, still plenty of time for the home team. Is this the time the season kick starts? That's a great rebound by Toby. Gilabao with those quick hands. Oh, it's just, GQ works so hard. He needs to have a little bit more composure. Javi Baylan. It's in that time and possession moment now for Tenerife. Nice drive. Roscoe Allen gets the two on a really quick first step. Gone. And Farr again gets exposed for foot speed. Bayran has it. 2-on-1 break. Allen is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Roscoe Allen on the free throw line. The Hungarian. Still only 24. Has some years in the game to go yet. But makes it a 16, trying to make it a 17-point lead. Can't do it. Farr attacks it down the middle. Nice little throwdown for a 14-point margin. They just need stops right now. 3 to go. Got to play defense. Got to get stops. One shot and out. It's what it's going to be. Baylan. Count it. Javi Baylan catches and shoots because he's good at it. Nice stroke, quick release. Restores a little bit of breathing space. Rosenfield off the screen, wraps it. Well, before tonight, Buchiku hadn't made a 3. He's made 2 tonight. Gilabali's blocked, nowhere to go. Roscoe Allen will flash it on the end of the break. Last 2 minutes. 19-point margin every time they threaten to turn the corner. Tenerife just slammed the door shut. Rosenfield deep set in the corner for 3. Elan. Nice feed, easy. Oh, what a block though. Far from the weak side. Ginabal leads the break. Open three, it's good. We got a 13-point game. They couldn't get it away. Toby was looking to roll. Took White a long time to come off the pick. Got to score, got to get a stop. It's that simple. To the bow. Screens and gets a screen. Chiku for three. As I said, coming into this game, had not made one. Well, Toby's looked very complete, gives this Tenerife team something they really don't normally have. Opens it back out to 15, and every single time they've been threatened. Ginabal, ball gets knocked away. Bayram will bring it. Should be the last possession. Allen for three. Buchiku makes it from the halfway line. With no time. The halfway line runner. And Tenerife got out early, led, and were always in control for the 73-61 margin. The only numbers that matter, 73 and 61, but 58% from the two, just under 40 from the three. It's not championship numbers, but it was a very solid performance by Tenerife. There were moments that Chalon really did show they could be competitive, but confidence must be really ebbing away from the French club. Minus had 17 for Tenerife, 5 rebounds for Olichotti. Bonica normally appears somewhere in the Tenerife stats. Again, underlined tonight how good he could be. Olichotti supported Abramatis for 15. Toby had a double-digit game. And after that result, the 1, 2, and 3 spots get a 2-game gap to Ventspils, and then it's going to be a bit of a dogfight for the 4th qualifying place already. Looks like we've got a group of 2 halves. Lubitsburg, Klaipeda, and Tenerife all looking supremely confident. After the international break, Neptunus Klaipeda will go to Tenerife. That'll be a real heavyweight matchup. Ludwigsburg are on the road too, but they should get the win at Orlando. The great thing about the Tenerife lineup, and you got real evidence of it this evening, is this team shares the basketball. It shares the basketball, gets good looks, always doing a great job in assist numbers. So they can hit you in so many places. They have good shooters, and good shooters made better by the spacing. And they are a tough ask. Miles had a very solid game for his 17 points. And all too often you see teams that are thrown together, whereas this Tenerife team has put a lot of thought into the balance. The culture of the group looks really good. They share the ball, as I say. They maybe lack real athleticism, but fundamentally they are really sound. But as you say, there's a break in Basketball Champions League action over the next 2 weeks as we're on the World Cup trail. First series of games across the globe with the new FIBA calendar. Kick off next week. Games in Asia, games in Europe, the Americas and Africa, as the first teams trying to qualify for the World Cup in China get their campaigns underway. As we said in the commentary, Avi Bayran's on the list for Spain. Let's go, Alan. Must have a great chance of making it for the Hungarians. But when they come back after the break, Tenerife, the defending champions, strong position. But for now, from Chalon, it's good night. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.